back. Cool. I really appreciate that. Well, you know what? I'm going to remove myself from this screen in a second. No real need for you to look at this ugly old face here. My generation ruined this planet, that's absolutely correct. But there's no need to, in addition, keep looking at us. So, I'll be out of here. You will keep hearing my voice, and we hope that we can build something from here, all right? So I will be gone just like that. Even if most of us long since forgot, the oceans are our home. They are where we came from. They are the source of all life. Always have been. But no longer will be if we do not change the way we are treating them and our distant relatives still calling them their home. The most serious joke of our time: a man walks up to a fish stall, selects a few fish and asks the lady behind the counter if she had a bag for them. She replies, "Oh, but sir, it's already in the fish." Our oceans absorb more CO2 than all the forests of our planet taken together. Our oceans also produce more oxygen than anything else. But they can do that only for as long as they are in balance. Currently, they are already terribly askew. It is not only us polluting them at a scary speed, but also our lusting for cheap fish that results in commercial fishing, which in return does not deserve this tag, since commercial looting would be more appropriate. And don't be fooled. There is no such thing like sustainable aquaculture. These pose a whole new bag of problems altogether. The problem also is us causing the oceans to heat up at an equally scary speed. It is us who need to change, in way more ways than one. Or we will simply lose the legitimation for us populating this planet. If we would still have the liberty to prioritize, protecting and preserving our oceans would have to make the top of that list, hands down. As Paul Watson, at a time when he still did actually care about the oceans, once said, "If the oceans die, we die." Very simply put, if the natural food chain in the oceans collapses, and for that to happen it takes only a few of its links to go extinct, the ecological balance of marine life will collapse as suddenly as with dramatic consequences. The growth of algae will explode, and that algae is not only ugly to look at, transforming the blue of the oceans into one giant brownish reddish sludge, but most of all, they will prevent the oceans from absorbing CO2 any longer, while also needing oxygen for themselves. The very same oxygen every living creature on this planet needs. Most of all, we do. If the oceans die, we die. We will slowly suffocate in an irreversible process. A smart man once said, "Nature does not need us. We need nature." Protecting and preserving our oceans, consequently, is also very much a matter of self-preservation. It is about saving our own bacon, and if we can't unite to reach a universal understanding to that extent, maybe our bacon is not worth of being saved. I see two major obstacles we need to overcome, and overcome fast, if we want to retain any legitimation to actually populate this planet. Firstly, there are literally millions of people around the globe already at least starting to understand that our way to treat nature in general, and our oceans in particular, must change. Quite many of them are fighting equally heroic as desperate, throwing all they have into the battle, but they seem to bleed out from their wounds faster than they can gain any ground. Problem is, we don't talk with each other. We do not collaborate. Small groups cautiously guard their human and financial resources and abhor even the thought of collaboration, for fear to lose any of their support to the group they would be collaborating with. And the few large associations long since found out that they can't win this battle on their own either, and have retired to see their engagement as a means to generate big bucks. United, we could throw the tiller around in a heartbeat, but as it is, none of us will be able to make the change that so desperately is needed. Secondly, there is a scary lack of information in circulation. There are still plenty people who actually believe that the message from all of us activists basically is fear-mongering, and for it to be perfectly okay to continue to live as we have been living for the past some 70 years of relative global peace. Let the devil take the hindmost is an acceptable credo that is being well disguised behind the mask of feigned solidarity. That being said, most, let's call them the masses, still are totally oblivious to the imminent problems we are facing. Even when vacationing at some beach, all we see when looking out to the horizon is this mighty blue of a, to some scary, huge body of water. We just don't see that this actually is a dying patient lacking the ICU it would long since need. We don't see that in the early morning hours workers descend on these beautiful beaches to remove the garbage, our garbage that we either have left behind or that the sea has thrown back to our shores. By the time we get down there, these beaches are the paradise we expect them to be. These masses simply have never been confronted in any way they could not avoid with the fact that it is really game over for us if we don't take action and take that action fast. Oh, there is an active exchange of information. Not one of the many environmental activists or groups that would not be eager to share their usually scary findings, but these messages and information usually is received by only those who already are taking an interest anyways, and are so fighting this very same battle. I am calling that environmentalist inbreeding, and the process of reaching new potential activists, people that understand that we have to change our ways and have to change them fast, is a process that is way too slow for the jeopardy we already are in. The concept of 786 Global Tour is designed to combat exactly those two problems. So, if you want to know more, please, first of all, we need you to do us 3 small favors needed by the algorithms of YouTube for us to climb in their ranking and thus in the visibility to others. Give us a like, click subscribe, and also click the bell icon to get notified of new content we will be uploading. Done? Good. And now please click on that link, I believe it's up there in that corner, to learn more about the 786 Global Tour project. But we would also seriously love it if you would share your thoughts, your ideas, your suggestions in the comment section below. For without you, we are nothing, and we will not be able to achieve anything. And if you are already active yourself or with some environmentalist group, please, by all means, you are more than welcome to introduce yourself and or your work also in the comment section. We are all about collaboration to help you grow, because the faster you grow, the closer all of us will get to real change actually happening.